My name is Shay Roth. I'm a fourth year pharmacy student at the University of Pittsburgh School of Pharmacy. I feel like whenever I was first told to start looking into pharmacy careers and really started looking at Pitt for pharmacy, I had a very narrow scope of what pharmacists could do. I really only saw pharmacists in the community and in the hospital, and I had no idea what all kinds of jobs there were for pharmacists in the future. So I think Pitt did a really great job at that early immersion day I had attended of really showing all the showcase of careers that are available to pharmacists. And I feel like even now, as I go through pharmacy school, every day I'm finding out about new careers and new things that pharmacists can do. So it's just really exciting. It's a growing field. Pharmacists are healthcare providers. They're the most accessible healthcare providers. So it's really awesome to just kind of see that from a broader scope and see what all pharmacists can do and implement in patient care. So when I first started pharmacy school, I was initially very interested in critical care, emergency medicine, and a lot of clinical roles for pharmacists. As I went through school, I was still very interested in pursuing a residency and pursuing that advanced clinical training. But I started to take on more leadership roles, both in the university and through organizations here at the School of Pharmacy. So that initially started my sophomore year. I became a resident assistant on lower campus, and I got to really have that leadership, mentorship capability. But from there then, I started taking on more leadership roles within the School of Pharmacy in different organizations. I became one of the representatives for my class, my first year of pharmacy school, and that's a role that I've held throughout my fourth year of pharmacy school. So really getting involved in leadership early, and started realizing that was a huge passion of mine. So it was then that I first heard of health system pharmacy administration and leadership residencies. And for that, it is 1 year of clinical pharmacy training and then 1 year of leadership administration training. And to me, that sounded like the absolute perfect combination. I knew it was going to combine my passions for leadership. I knew it was going to combine my passions for clinical pharmacy. And then also I have a huge interest in public health. That's something that I think was further perplexed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Starting pharmacy school online, getting to help vaccinate firsthand was an experience that really helped drive that motivation to get more involved in public health. So I think combining those three aspects of clinical pharmacy, public health, and leadership, and realizing those aspects as I progressed throughout pharmacy school have been really helpful in helping me determine that's what I want to do for my future career. My first step is independence. Coming to Pitt for me was a huge change. I had never been away from my family before, and even though Pitt's only an hour and a half away from home, that first year was definitely a different aspect than I was expecting. Being able to really carry yourself independently, and even just from going to class to deciding what am I going to have for dinner, it's definitely a huge change whenever you're a first year college student. So learning that independence was a huge adjustment for me, but I'm really thankful I got through that adjustment period, and I've loved every minute at Pitt since. My second step is adaptability. My third year at Pitt and my first year of pharmacy school was during the COVID-19 pandemic. We were totally remote for that entire year, so I really didn't have the opportunity to even meet my classmates until my second full year of pharmacy school. Learning in an online environment was not easy. It was definitely challenging at times, but it taught me to be adaptive and to make the best out of my surroundings. My third step is creativity. Being able to be a part of a school that has such supportive faculty and professors has allowed me to use my talents and my passions to pursue creative projects and to inspire others through pharmacy in a different lens. My next steps after graduation would be to pursue a health system pharmacy administration and leadership residency. As I said, I think that's a really good path for me because it combines that clinical pharmacy aspect along with leadership and public health. While that's my short-term goal, I really don't know long-term what I will end up doing, but I think as long as it combines those three passions, I'll be happy doing that. I would love to continue on to get a master's degree in the future as well, but right now securing a residency is my main goal.